Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to take care of that red velvet philodendron. So when I put my plants in a pot, I always put a coffee filter down in the bottom because it helps so that the dirt doesn't like just ooze out of the planter. So with this one, I'm going to mix some cactus soil with some regular indoor potting mix. And I'm going to do that because they like a well-draining soil. They like to be moist, according to the book I have, but they like a well-draining soil as well. So I'm going to just mix the two of them together. I need a pot to do this in. I don't have one. So this also is a self-watering pot. So these are good if you have like a problem with fungus gnats, because then the top will be dry and they'll get, you just put the water in here and the water will be soaked up that way. Alright. If I knew what I was doing today, it would be a miracle. So I'm also, when I took it down, I found out that the one piece is like super long and I just dunked it in the water, like at where it bent. So I'm going to cut it where I had it. I want to show you how to cut these two to get roots going. And I don't know. See, let me see. Let me see if I can show you this. Can you see how this like looks velvety? This one, maybe it doesn't show up on camera, but it looks like it's got like a soft fuzz on it. And of course I moved you, so now my holder fell off. Hang on a minute. Okay, I think I'm back. So like I was saying, it's got like a soft fuzz on it. That's where it gets the name velvet from. Hang on, I'll be right back. I have to open the bag. Okay, so the cactus soil has more sand in it, so it drains quicker. And regular potting soil has more peat in it, so it stays moist. So I'm just going to mix them together because you want them moist, but you don't want them waterlogged, you know. Add a little bit more in there. I love playing in the dirt. Outside, inside, I just love it. I'm also going to use some rooting hormone on some of these cuttings, which I have to do when the cat is not like right on top of me because it is poisonous. So, and by the way, these are toxic to cats. I don't know about dogs, but they are toxic to cats. But mine seem to leave them alone. Like they'll bite into them and I guess they get a nasty taste or something and they just spit it out, you know. So alright, I need a little bit more. Hang on 1 minute. Okay, so let's get a really good look at this here. So you see this right here? That's where I just dumped it in. And Now we're all tangled. I had to actually pull it out of the water to get it untangled from the holder, plant hanger. Okay, so you see all this empty stuff? But the roots are attached to that. See that? Looks like they got a bunch of algae on them too. So I'm gonna go wash these off, I think. Though it might not really matter. I don't know if you could see that velvety look on there. Can you see it? And then the back is red. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to cut it at one of these. Now, you see the little nubby things there? Those are air roots. Let's see if you can see that. So that would be your best spot to, like, cut it. This is the end. So I could probably cut it, because this is kind of long. So I'm going to leave it on the long side, I think. And I'm going to cut it where this was in the water, and I'm going to cut it right. Can you see that? Right there. So, while the cat is not here, I'm going to dip those roots into some hormone powder, rooting hormone powder. So that see how I don't know where you are. There you are. So that they're covered. So I'm going to dump this in here because this is going to get covered anyway. So put one there. Okay, so this was the end that was in the water. See how it's all bare and stuff? Because I neglected it, all the leaves fell off. Now this one seems okay, although it's yellowish. I don't want to even keep that. This one might recover. This one will definitely be okay. So I'm going to, you know what, I'll cut this one here. And then if this leaf doesn't make it, it doesn't make it, because then I'll have all this. Wait a minute, am I going in the right direction? Yes. And then what happens if you cut this, if you cut it like here, this is the end that's going to stick out. What'll happen is it will branch off. And I think I have an example to show you of that. I think I'm going to cut this really long piece anyway, because it is quite long, so. I'm a tangled mess. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut this piece and make another. Yeah, that's kind of long. I think I'll go in the middle of these two. So that way this part will branch out and this part will root. Hopefully. Hopefully. and dip it in this water. You don't really need a ton of it. Put you there. What do we have left here besides long stringy messes? I think what actually, here's a good thing to show you. You see how I cut it here? See, this is cut right here. And it started growing this extra long piece there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the roots from that one. I'm going to discard this because, well, I can try to root them. We'll see what happens, but and then I'm going to go rinse these roots off, and I will be back in a minute. Okay, so for a plant that was in water, look at all of these roots. It was pretty much root bound in that glass. So, oops. What I'm going to do, I really don't need all of these roots in here. I tried to get all the gunky stuff off as much as I could. Look at this. This is a massive mess of roots. And it kills me to do this, but I'm going to just cut off like that. And like that. Because I really don't need all those roots in here. I mean, I could have left them, but these other ones will branch out anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Now, the ones that I had in here with the rooting powder on them have all come out. So I'm just going to plop that in here. I'm sure there's better indoor gardeners than I am. I'm going to bury it in dirt. And I'm going to plop these back in here along the edges. So it's really important that you make sure you know which direction you are planting them in, because if you are burying the top, it is not going to grow because they grow from the ends. So if you're burying the end, you're not going to, it won't grow. Okay, then I'm going to water it in pretty good, and I'm going to put it back where it was. I think. I don't know if the holder will. I might have to find a new holder for it, but the tangled mess we weave. I'm going to rinse it off as well. So now, normally what I do when I water my plants is I put my water on. I let my water sit, and actually I'll do that and I'll just rinse the pot off. I let my water, I fill up these bottles and I let them sit in the tub for a while, and I pull them out when I need a shower, because you want the chlorine out of the water. Sorry. You want to give them a good watering too. So that's this one. I'll rinse off the leaves in the pot in the kitchen sink. I know it's going to have chlorine on it, but actually I could use it. I could use this water to rinse it off. Wish me luck. Hopefully they will grow. I don't even think I'm going to put it back. I think I'm going to leave it in here. Just put it up where the cats can't get it. It's bright enough in here. And there you go. Dirty hands. Oh no. I love playing in the dirt. I'm just going to go rinse it off and then put it up on top of my bookcase and hope for the best. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will talk to you all soon. Have a great day. Bye.